Okay, welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about and offering a reflection about fear and how to move through fear and to come out the other side. So yes, that is what I'll be talking about today. Okay, so over the last few weeks, last month, I've been reading a few books. One by David Goggins, which the book is called Can't Hurt Me, and the other is by Ant Middleton about the fear bubbles and how to face fear. And so that's kind of the subject I thought I'd talk about today, because I see, especially for men, that we, certainly as we get older, we're less interested in facing our fears. We will kind of get to that edge of, I don't know, maybe it's in business, maybe it's in your personal life, in relationship, maybe it's with your health, this edge of, oh, this is frightening, and then we step back. We don't actually move through this. So I just thought I'd share some techniques today, which partly comes from the work that I've done with stress management, and also what David Goggins talks about, and also Ant Middleton. So essentially what Ant Middleton is talking about is this idea that with fear, a lot of us are in fear a lot, and it's like we are, say in relationship, things aren't going well, we're in this fear state, we're in this fear bubble. And what he's saying is that what we really need to do is just focus on, in the moment, am I safe? So say you're sat on your sofa, your partner's not home, but we're in fear then. And he says it's really important for us in that moment to notice I'm safe. And to notice when the fear bubble begins. So maybe it's when your partner comes back, or maybe it is you're going for an interview. Maybe it is making some business decision, calling up a client. It's noticing when the fear bubble is, and when you're stood just outside it, you'll get the response of stress. So that'll be your heart rate will go up, you'll get quite nervous. And he says at that point, what the body is saying is that get ready. So in this instance, it's like, okay, get ready. I'm just about to step into this fear bubble. And at that point, you can either say yes or no. So rather than seeing it as a bad thing, it's like, yes, I'm going to step in, or no, I'm not quite ready. But once you make that decision, you move forward. So you step forward, and then you're in the fear bubble, and you do whatever you need to do. And then it's important for you to come out the other side. And this is something I've noticed in myself, and I did this last night, I think it was, that I challenged myself. Yeah, it was yesterday. I challenged myself to call up a local school to offer to support the teenagers with mental health. And I've been putting off doing that for a while, and it was a bit of a fear bubble. But afterwards, once I'd got off the call, I didn't step out of the fear bubble again. And therefore, I took that back into my relationship. And it's really important that once we have made the call, done the thing which is frightening, we then remember to step out, say, I'm safe again. See, a lot of us, we're just in fear a lot of the time. And fear is, there's nothing wrong with the fear, but it's important that we step in and then step out. And the more we do things which frighten us, and this kind of links into, say, the work of David Goggins. David Goggins says that a lot of us just focus on our strengths. We don't focus on our weaknesses. And he says what he does is he focuses on his weaknesses. So say he wasn't very good at school, so he really studied and learned how to become bright and intelligent. And often in life we just focus on these strengths. I'm good at that. I don't do that because I'm no good at it. He's saying, no, where are you weak? What do you not like doing? And start doing that. So in my own life, one of the things I don't particularly like is cold water, especially in winter. It was snowing yesterday, and yet I've got into a practice every morning of having a cold shower, bathing myself in cold water. And what we're doing is, by getting used to facing our fears, doing what we don't like to do, it's like we build up this resilience. So yeah, just a few reflections really about that. Yeah, just looking at my notes, but I think that's really it. It's like, if you feel fear, excellent. Notice you're on the outside of your fear bubble, step into it, do what you need to do, and then step out again. And yeah, as always love to hear your reflections, if you found this useful. So yeah, many blessings. Be well.